Hey, so doing another video post. I feel like I say so every time I do a video post, but whatever. Um, so here we are, and you're watching me, and I'm going to talk about my students, and also I'm going to about my students, why it was a difficult week, because a lot of you who watch these are also friends with me on Facebook. So I kind of had a difficult week, but that means I'm growing and learning. Hooray! Anyways, so, a difficult week because, I don't know, they're kids, so they kind of grind my gears at times. They press buttons I didn't even know I had. I won't say names because that, you don't know who they are, but still. But before I talk about them, one reason it was a difficult week is because I am trying to figure out lesson plans for my EdTPA. For those of you who don't know what the EdTPA is, count yourself as lucky because it doesn't concern you. For those of you who do know what the EdTPA is, you probably feel my pain. So yeah, lesson plans for that and recording myself teaching and making sure that everything that needs to be written up for that is written up. And I am making slow progress today, but I need to make more progress before I can go out tonight and go to bar trivia. Woo! So I gotta get a little bit more work done. So my students, I have third graders. They're like 8, 9 years old. I have 3 students I'm going to talk about. I'll give you their gender. Well, they're all boys. One kid is smart, pretty mature, loves to read. Judy Blume books right now are his thing, which is great. But he just loves saying no and doing whatever he wants. And I'm like, wait, you're a third grader. We're doing ELA, so take your book out. No. Sorry, but that's what we're doing. Maybe next time we can do what you want, but probably not. But maybe. So that's kind of annoying that he's just like, no, and does whatever he wants and goes wherever he wants and thinks it's his show. But it's not his show. It's my show. My show and the other teacher's show. Our show. Not his. So that's annoying. Like, flat out refusal and attitude. And he's just dramatic. Like, he'll, lie on the floor and be like, ugh. I'm like, get up. Ugh. Then there's another kid who, it doesn't matter what approach you take with him, he's gonna get under your skin. Like, you can be like, oh, okay, like, yeah, I understand you're frustrated, you're upset, it's all right, we'll figure it, just take a deep breath, it'll be fine. Or you could say, hey, that was rude, and I'm disappointed in you, make a better choice next time. Or you could say, hey, sit down and be quiet, get to work. Doesn't matter. He's gonna be kind of a brat. Yeah, not kind of, he's gonna be a brat, regardless of what you do or what you say. And yeah, sure, he has an IEP and classified with a learning disability. I'm sorry, but I hold all of my students to the same, not behavioral, I guess, because maybe, whatever, but I hold them to the same standard of respect and work ethic. I expect all of my students to try their best and to put some effort in, and he doesn't always do that, so that doesn't have anything to do with whether or not he needs extra time on a test or the directions explained again. I can explain the directions several times to him. I can give him as much time as he needs to get work done, as long as he's getting work done, not being rude about it. But like I said, it doesn't matter. And he's not, drives me nuts. He's not an idiot. He doesn't always apply himself. Just apply yourself, because you're really, you can handle this. You can handle our discussions. You always have good things to say. You get your work done. You have neat handwriting, but it shouldn't take you 5 minutes to make 3 words look really neat. It shouldn't. And then there's another student who's reading third graders. This student reads at a first grade level. He also has an IEP, and I work with him one-on-one every day doing a reading program, and I think he's benefiting from it. We're working on reading fluency, blending, short vowel sounds right now. His like consonant sounds, we have flashcards with like the letters, a picture. He has to say like W, wind, what, like do that. I time him. He doesn't like being timed, but whatever. And I think he's benefiting from it. And so like I get that a lot of the stuff that they're doing is, you know, it's too hard for him to read or understand, or that's I get it. But I don't know. Again, it's like sometimes I'm like, I understand this is hard for you, but I'm here to help you, and I want you to get something done. He'll be like, oh, he sucks his teeth all the time. This is stupid. This is boring. Oh, really? Like, one time I was like, maybe you could stop making that noise. And he's like, and then his neighbor was like, he's like, don't do that. She doesn't like that sound. So, I mean, whatever. He understands that, you know, I'm there, I'm going to help him, he doesn't need to be frustrated, yet he's frustrated. I get it. He also doesn't have basic foundational math skills. Like, I was reading the test questions to him because, like I said, his reading level is lower, so he needs some extra help with reading, like, longer questions. That's fine. So I'm reading the question. I'm not really trying to explain anything to him because I want to see where he is. And he was counting to something he was supposed to be counting to, whatever, the number of squares he drew, and it was, what was it, 48, 49, 30, 31, 32, 48, 49, 30. He counted to 30 at least 3 times, and I was like, oh my god. Okay, so, yeah, I mean, I knew he didn't know his multiplication skills, but he can't count to 50. You'll ask him, oh, what comes before 5, and he'll be like, 10, like he's a deer in the headlights. So that's something else I kind of would like to work on. But I guess my question of the week is, what do you fix, quote unquote, first? Do you help him with his reading skills so he can read things grade level, so he can read the math questions? But then, okay, he can read them, still doesn't mean he's going to solve them. So I don't know. It's a little challenging, and I have to kind of figure it out. But I will, either with him or with another student. I'll figure out the best approach. But yeah, so that's what I've learned so far, and I am like, I just finished my 6th week of teaching, right? Yeah, my 6th week. So, hooray! All right, I'll post another one maybe next week or the week after. Goodbye.